Hey guys, I want to talk about the Alcaraz Ruud match. I released a video yesterday about predictions for the ATP Finals. I recommend you to check that one out. And in this video, I said that Alcaraz will eventually start winning titles indoors and on fast surfaces. And today, as I'm watching Carlos play against Ruud, who he is 4-0 against prior to today's match, this is a player that Alcaraz should beat comfortably on paper. That first set from Alcaraz was so poor. I actually don't think I've ever seen Alcaraz play this badly. Now, he ended up losing that first set 6-1, and right then the beginning of the second set, Alcaraz turned up the intensity, started grunting. He played a lot better. He actually broke Ruud, went up 5-2, was serving for the set at 5-3, and then, again, similar to the first set, started making some uncharacteristic mistakes, lost his serve, then lost his serve again at 5-all. And this service game at 5-all from Alcaraz was so strange. He missed an easy drop shot. He had hit another very poor drop shot in the first set. It was just not Carlos's day. His feel wasn't there. But then at 30-all, 5-all second set, crucial point, Alcaraz gets a super easy forehand half court and just sprays it long, loses his serve, ends up losing the match to Casper Ruud 6-1, 7-5. Now, very similar to Coco Gauff, who also lost to Krejcikova at the WTA Finals, ended up winning the whole thing. Alcaraz is not out yet, to be fair. Alcaraz is not feeling well. He's suffering a little bit from a cold, but he very much still has chances to advance to the semifinals. That's the nice thing about playing a round-robin format. Now, what I'm about to say about Alcaraz goes in the category easier said than done. So I think it comes down to high percentage tennis. Alcaraz can play like a grinder, but it's not in his nature to do that, especially not on a faster surface. He wants to go out there and blast the ball and hit low percentage shots. And when that's your game style, you're not going to play consistently throughout your year. Now, one thing that separates Sinner from Alcaraz is the serve. So while Alcaraz has improved the serve, he has a tendency to spray the first serve. So when he misses the first serve, he misses it by a lot. So again, it's a little bit of shot selection, and it's also a little bit of technique. When I analyzed Carlos's serve during the French Open, I said that there were some improvements that were made, but there are still some things that could be a little bit better on his serve. I recommend that you check that video out. The second serve from Alcaraz is solid, but the first serve sprays a lot. I was thinking during this match, Carlos, come on, you got to get it together. Davis Cup is coming up with Rafa. You can't let him down. You got to find your best form. I even thought that he had so little control in his shots. I thought maybe if he played with a little tighter string job, he can start getting more balls into play. But that's the head-scratching thing about Alcaraz, is the fact that he doesn't display at certain times a plan B, where he just reduces the pace of his shots and just starts grinding, because that game right there would lead to beating 99.99% of tennis players in the world, even on a fast surface like Turin. Because remember what John McEnroe said. Yes, he was an ultra-aggressive player. He tried to get to the net on every opportunity, but he categorizes himself as a high percentage player. So there is a way to play aggressive tennis while playing high percentage tennis. And no, I'm not making a comparison to John McEnroe from 40, 50 years ago. You can't play that style anymore, but there are ways to play high percentage tennis while being aggressive. The way Carlos Alcaraz played today, by trying to hit the lines and going for these super low percentage shots, that's low percentage tennis, and it's going to work sometimes, but there are going to be days like today where it's simply not going to work.